Hello. Hello. There it is. Finally, Odyssey takes my voice. So, for those of you who don't know, and that is every single one of you, my Odyssey sometimes does not take my voice, and I don't know why. I have my microphone always selected, and it takes me 3 attempts to finally get in my voice in there. I don't know why. Maybe it's time to get this update that Odyssey has been telling me to get for I think 2 years or so. So, maybe I should do this after I'm done with this video. But with that out of the way, welcome to this video. My name is Matt Rash, if you haven't known already. I am the producer of All Out since 2019. I mean, I've been the recorder actually since the beginning. So I've recorded basically every Road 2 at this point, and since Road to All Out episode 5, I've been the head booker. Before that, like I said, I was just a recorder. And I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on how All Out is going, how far we are basically with the project. What's going on with the main show? The show that was supposed to come out 2 years ago. I think the first date, where we wanted this show to appear was, I believe, April 2019 or January 2019, something around that. But yeah, real life happens. A lot of stuff behind the scenes happens, and basically me just wanting to build the show up with a lot of anticipation, which I think some of this has left already, but I'm not giving up. Like John Cena, I'm not giving up with the show, and it will appear, and it will happen hopefully this year. And yeah, so basically how much of the show is done, basically, which is a question that I've been asked a couple of times, and since last year I've been telling everybody it has been done, everything is recorded. The problem is, last year, at the end of last year, a lot of happened in the community, and there's been some stuff that I was not so, that I basically looked back at what I have been recording and I just did not like it anymore, and I shouldn't have done this, but I've took some stuff away and I've re-recorded. Basically, I didn't delete an entire match or so, but I've tried to redo some stuff that I basically wasn't a fan of anymore. And there has been one match that had to be basically rewritten, and basically with new guys in there, because there was also some stuff that happened there where with a couple of guys that that something went down, and we basically took them out and they were replaced. Which will be, you guys will find out very soon with the next couple of Road 2 shows that will be released hopefully soon. We are in the production of those shows right now, so those will come out very soon. There will be 2 different videos that will come out before that. Those are also in production right now. It just, it just takes a long time, basically. One is a, kind of a promo video, background video, if you want to say that, of a team that is in All Out, and there's another video featuring a match between 2 people that will come out as a single video. This is not a part of a Road 2 show, just a single video. And that takes a little bit, that takes a while, because as everybody that works with highlight reel basically and knows the process of how you put a match together and get the audio in there, everybody knows that it's a pain in the fucking ass. It's just, the recording, not so much. I actually kind of like the recording. Sometimes, I'm just going a little bit too long, which I've also realized while I was recording a match for FAM. I'm not only a recorder for All Out, but I'm also in production for the FAM shows. And there were 2 matches that I was supposed to record, and if I would have known how long the other matches would have, how long the other matches were, I would have not done the length of those 2 matches, because I think one match was literally 30 minutes. And I don't think it was supposed to go 30 minutes, but I was just so in the flow, and I just liked how the match, I just liked the story of the match I was trying to tell, and I think it's going to be cut down a little bit, and I have no problem with that, but it's just I think, I don't know if you guys have that too, but when you put a match together, while you are recording it in your mind, you said like when you go into a match, basically what you have in mind is, I only want this match to go like 10 minutes. I only want this match to go like 15 minutes. Something around that corner, and then it ends up being like 30 minutes. It's just, I don't know why, but it's like, I think it happens literally at every episode that I've been doing, that I had done so far and at All Out. With every match, I was like, Antonio Stark Rabbit, I think I want to do 11 minutes tops, and I think the match went 25 or so. But hey, in the end, people liked it, so that's all that matters. Yeah. So that is also basically a key factor why all of this is taking long. Everybody who does highlight reel knows it takes a long time, especially audio. I will be completely honest here. Audio is no fun at all. Like the end product, I like. When I'm really putting a lot of time in it, and I really want this to sound and look good. Of course, the end product I always like and watch maybe 2 or 3 times before I release it. But doing the process of putting the audio in, it's just no fun at all. And I have a new tactic to do things, because before I was just doing it all. I always put the video file in, and then I already did the audio of it. Like, I just didn't want it to go over it a second time, and I have now realized, going back, that this is a stupid fucking idea. So what I'm doing right now is I first put all of the video clips in order, and then I'll put all of the audio in. So I'm going over this the second time. And sometimes I'm going over it the third time, because first I'm only doing the crowd reactions, and then I'm doing the basically the sound effects, the bumps, the punches and everything. Because I don't know if you guys have that as well, but sometimes I have like 1,000, how do you call this? Let me see. My English is failing me right now. What's it called? A folder. You have like 1 million folders open. It's just the worst. Like you search through it, and then you have just closed down the other folder, and then you have to go back, search for that fucking folder, and it's just a pain in the ass. And then I have realized, because I'm doing this with Vegas Pro, and I've been doing Vegas Pro now for so many years, and I am such a stupid idiot that I just don't put all of these audio clips and just put them in Vegas, so I can just select from them and put them in again. I don't know why I have not been doing this since the beginning. I don't know why I have to make my life always as hard as it can be. But now I have figured it out, and it should be faster right now. But, another point that is basically kind of a problem with me, this is just my problem. It's just, at some point you just lose, you just don't want to do it right now. You do like 5 minutes of audio. It took you, 30 minutes or, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, because you just wanted to sound good. And it's like, imagine it's like a big sequence where a lot of stuff happened, a lot of high spots. And 5 minutes of high spots seriously takes you 40 minutes, maybe even longer if you want to make it sound good. Especially when you have like a camera position that's not so close at the ring. Like when you are very close at the ring, of course, the bump should be loud, but if you're a little bit away, the bump shouldn't be too loud. I think that's, I think everybody knows what I'm talking about here. But yeah, that's basically something that I don't like. I think everybody universally agrees. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one who doesn't like it, but yeah, that's basically why everything takes so long. And yeah. So another point that I wanted to talk about is basically how many shows are left? Like, are we just going to have endless of Road 2 / plus shows until All Out is happening? Like, how many are still supposed to happen? I can tell you that only 2 are still in production. There's going to be 2 Road 2 shows, and then we are finally going to have the main show. There will also be something announced that is, a part of, the main show All Out, but that will be announced at one of the next Road 2 shows. And that is basically, those are the 2 shows that will still happen before the main show. And I don't know if I said this before, if this was in a different take, because this is like my third take or my fourth take here. But there will be 2 other videos going to be released before the next Road 2 show is going to happen. And one is kind of like a background. I think I've told this in this, right? I think I've talked about this in this take. But if I have not, then I'll just quickly repeat it. So there will be one video that's kind of a backstory for a couple of the guys at All Out, and another one is going to be a match which I'm actually producing right now. The match is already recorded. I've already put the video clips together, and now I only have to put audio in it, and then it can be released. So when this is going to be released, I hope in the next couple of weeks. I will not promise anything anymore. You know, everybody that has been following this project knows sometimes it's just going to be postponed. Episodes are going to be postponed. And it's just, you know, it really annoys myself. But I sometimes do it so that I have to be, you know, so that I have to work on these shows. You know, sometimes I just say, not tonight. Nah, I'll do it tomorrow. And then I don't do it tomorrow. I'll do it on Mondays. No, I'm not doing it on Mondays. So when I announce a time and a date for the show, and the show, let's say, is still in production, then it kind of, you know, there's a pressure now to finally end the show, and then it finally happens. You know, kind of like back in school when when you have to finish up a homework and the teacher says you have to do this on Monday, you know, then you cannot say, I'll do it on Monday or on Tuesday, because then you have, the expiration that has been expired, you know. To give these homeworks. So that is what I've been trying to do, but sometimes, you know, I overshoot my target, and then I think too much, you know, I think too highly of myself and say, we'll get this done. I will definitely get this done in like 6 hours. I have not audio done, but I will do audio in 6 hours. No, I can't. Audio takes so fucking long, especially with a 1 hour show. If it's just one match that goes 15 minutes, then maybe I can do this in 6 hours, but not a fucking 1 hour show, which I did in the past. So I don't want to do this anymore, but I can tell you that I'm in production of these 2 videos, and the Road 2 shows are also in production right now, and All Out is hopefully coming this year. Hopefully. I'm saying this right now on February 6, 2021. I think I said in 2019, hopefully I want to get this done this year. Last year I said this multiple times, I want to get this done. But yeah, it's kind of a joke, I think, right now at this point, which I only can laugh at, as you can hear. Yeah, but those shows are in production, I can tell you that, and that's basically it. Something else I wanted to talk about? Not really. I mean, just there's one point I still want to talk about, and that's basically the fact that a couple of people have been asking if they can join All Out, and I think everybody who owns a Corvette knows this, but you know, you get like people into your DMs and they will ask, you know, can you, do you guys hire? I think it's like the catchphrase of most people if they want to get into a federation, and I'm flattered that people are asking to be a part of the show, and there have been people that, you know, asked always nice, you know, there was no one ever rude basically and asked like, oh, do you guys hire, or if not, then fuck you, you know. Actually, there was, if I'm rethinking this, there was a guy who came in quickly in the All Out server and then asked, is this PS4 or Xbox, and then someone said PS4, and they said, all right, fuck off, and then he went and then he left. Okay, those guys are rude. Okay, those guys are fucking rude. But there was a guy who, and this is why I don't really, this is why I'm kind of rethinking all of this process, because I've been taking a lot of guys into All Out, and I've also asked a lot of people if they want to be part of the show. But there was one guy who, I think 2 months ago, asked if he can be a part of All Out, and, from what I read, and how he, said things, he sounded like a nice guy. And I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe he was at one watch party at the All Out server, or at least he was there for 2 shows in the premiere chat. And he sounded nice, and he asked, very nicely, hey, I have a guy, if you want to, I would really like to be a part of All Out. And so I said, yeah, sure, I will think about it. We are full right now, but, we are just started the academy, so maybe, if you want to be a part of that, there's going to be, there's there's a lot of places for that, basically. And he then showed me his guy, and the guy looked great, you know, and I was really considering it. And then, you know, I also realized that this guy is like not a part of a lot of car shows. And that also, I believe, was kind of the... That was kind of the selling point for him, because he was not in too many feds, and I was like, you know, he is a guy who is not in every fed, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with people going in different feds and anything. I'm also in, like, I believe 3 right now, so, you know, I'm the last guy to basically talk about this subject, but again, he was a guy that was not in every federation, so that was also kind of the selling point for me to get him in. And then I downloaded this guy. I basically told him, okay, I think you have what it takes, you know. I like the guy you created, and then, you know, I basically announced him to be in the academy roster, you know. And then I wanted to use the guy, and then basically wanted to let him know that, and then I realized he left the All Out server. And I was kind of weird about it, because he was kind of active in it there for the past couple of months. And then I was like, okay, so he's mostly active on Twitter. You know, this is where we communicated the most. And so I went on Twitter, and then I realized his Twitter was gone. So I was like, okay, that's a little bit weird. And, you know, and this is kind of why I'm not just, you know, I'm a little bit suspicious right now to just take... like before that, I also wouldn't take anyone. Like I said, you know, if guys just say, do you guys hire? You know, that sentence, you know, I'm basically not reading anymore. You know, I like to have guys in the show that actually like to watch the show, to like the product. You know, there were guys in the past who came in that didn't even watch the product. You know, and I think, and as I'm saying this, I remember there was a guy who tweeted something out. I don't know what anymore the exact quote was, but it was something around. It was something like, I don't understand why call feds are always pushing their friends and, you know, the guys they know. Why the hell do they not take other people that, you know, look like something now even better in promos or whatever? I don't think he said the last part, but definitely the first one. But something around the lines of, you know, I don't understand why call owners only just pushing their own friends, you know. And to me, it's kind of like, well, you want to trust the people that you work with, especially in this community, because you don't know when a guy just says bye-bye without saying anything. And the example that I just gave you here a couple of seconds ago, that's basically the reason why I will always be now a little bit, you know, I have to like look into a guy and see what he has been doing on Twitter. If he's active now for a long time there, is he actually doing stuff? Is he in the All Out server also? Because, like I said, I think a personal relationship in the Call universe is very important so that your show is successful. Because if you just announce people that they're in your show and you barely know the guy, I mean, who knows what happens? You know, the guy can just... we also had a person that wanted to go into All Out, and we liked the person's call, and, you know, we liked the gimmick, and we said, okay, you can come in. And then I think we announced the person on Twitter, and we said to the person, hey, you are announced and everything, and that person basically didn't say anything about All Out anymore. And the person didn't even watch the product. So I was like, why the fuck did you ask then a couple of months before to come in there? I realized, you know, we are not the most, what's the word? We are not active a lot. You know, we are doing some World Cup shows, which, you know, thanks to Antonio Stark, the All Out channel, is a little bit more active because of that. But, you know, it's just weird, you know, and to kind of answer that tweet from that one guy, who said, you know, why are call owners basically always just pushing their friends and everything, because you only can trust those people, you know. And that's why I'm also pushing guys that I barely talk to. You know, Mikey Truth is on the show, and Mikey, you know, Mikey has done some incredible... He has done a very great promo before. He has done the lead into the Taylor announcement, I believe, that one time. And, you know, I just asked him, hey, if you want to do it, you know, and he said, yeah, no problem. And he did it. You know, I think a day later he had it all done for me. So, you know, And, the family, Parker, Eamon, Psy, I also barely talk to them, but they're very invested into the product. You don't have to be a guy that I always talk to. In fact, I'm not really talking to a lot of people anymore, really, because my real life has been so fucking busy. Like many other people's life have also been busy. And yeah, but that's basically the answer to that, because you can only trust those people. And that case that I just talked about a minute or 2 minutes ago, that's kind of the reason why. That doesn't mean that I will not take applications from people that want to go into All Out, but I also have to, I don't know, I will only rather take people that I know, and also if I see people that are really invested into the product, which I can see a lot of people are. But if I just see a guy for the first time and I've never seen him doing a live premiere chat, or I've never seen him comment, the chances that you can get into All Out are very slim, basically. So, just to say that. So, we have gone 20 minutes. I believe that's enough. I just wanted to say the stuff about how many shows are left and what's been the status of All Out. What I just told you a couple of minutes ago, that's what the status is. We are very close to the end. It will take a long time still because the audio, like I said, it takes forever. But we are very, very optimistic that the show will finally be released this year. My English is now failing on me, so I think I will better end this video right now. But if you have listened up to this point, thank you very much. We hope to see you very soon. Like I said, I'm in production right now. I'm actually doing it. My Vegas is still open. I'm doing the video right now. So hopefully in the next 2 to 3 weeks, these 2 videos that I've been announcing, that I announced in this video, will be released. So yeah, that's that. So I wish you all a good Saturday. I think I will release it. Yeah, I wish you all a good Saturday. So have a good one and see you later.